take a load off, grab a seat, pull up a chair, prop up your feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah, it's podcast time. Fine by me.
What's going on, babies?
50th.
Episode 5.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I'm surprised that we made it to 50.
I can't believe it either, boys.
51 might be hard.
We did it.
You never know.
Next week's the week that we're going to start struggling somehow.
We might relapse by the end of this one. Who knows?
I've never unlapsed to relapse.
I don't plan on this making me lose.
Oh, God, he's unlapsed. He's prolapsed.
I don't plan on our podcast. It's going to be the thing to do it to me.
Whoa.
This episode's
Oh,
sponsored
that's
by
right.
Monster.
I just need a
Hold on.
footrest.
Okay, hold on. The spacesuit I'm wearing might not be long enough for my big ass long legs, and I'm trying to hide them.
Well, if y'all aren't watching on YouTube right now, you're gonna miss a heck of a show. Go ahead and I'm not telling you to stop. We need the views. We need the listens on Spotify.
Yeah.
But switch it on over to YouTube, guys. Special 1 year anniversary episode here.
It's not really
Oh,
1 year.
Not 1
yet.
year, not 1 year.
This is 50.
This is 5-0. This is
52
5-0.
weeks of the year.
We've got the year. We're going to do something special for the year,
I guess.
but that's August 21st?
It's ish.
Ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's when we record. I don't know. I think it come out like the 24th.
Are we arguing logistics here?
I'm just saying we're going to do something special for that, too. That's all I'm saying, Nikki.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Alright,
Do you want
guys.
to introduce ourselves with who we are?
I'll let y'all go first.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Okay. Real life. This is Nick Cook. But in the shadow realm, today I am Private Detective Nick Shady.
Nick Shady.
Private Detective Nick Shady. I'm out there snapping pictures where pictures weren't meant to be snapped. I'm out there writing the hard journalism pieces. I'm out there doing corporations' dirty work sometimes, whatever needs to get the bills paid.
Uh-huh.
Smith & Smith has been one of my top clients for years.
Well,
years and years and years. And I don't care to hurt people's feelings to go in and solve a case.
Don't doubt it.
Yeah. So that's what we got going on here today.
What was it? Nick Tracy?
Nick Tracy.
Nick Shady.
Nick Shady.
Nick Shady, I'm sorry.
You kind of mixed up Dick Tracy and Nick.
Yeah.
He does kind of look. I thought he was Walker, Texas Ranger. That's what I thought.
I immediately thought Dick Tracy or that
Yeah.
the crime dog. What was the crime dog?
Scruff?
Scruff.
McGruff?
Chicago,
Scruff.
Illinois.
Dang.
60652.
I definitely at some points when I'm walking across a room and I get some eerie vibes, maybe some lights flicker or whatnot, I have a Constantine vibe about me.
Oh.
I feel like I should be in the shadow realm fighting demons and just blessing rooms with sages and different
That's a
fragrances.
good movie. I like that.
That is
Keanu
good.
Reeves killing it.
I heard
I like
they're
that
come out
Keanu
with a
Reeves.
sequel.
I've been I heard that too. I've been watching the Matrix movies here lately too. You know, those
I've
movies-
never liked those movies.
Really?
Yeah.
So in the Matrix, I think they had a really big uptick with what do you call these? What kind of jacket is this?
This is a
Trench coat.
Trench coat.
So they had a big.
Duster?
It could also be a duster, but for Matrix,
Dusters are Western.
Indianapolis
trench coats.
Jones.
Matrix purposes, we're going to call this a trench coat because they got a big uptick in sales in trench coats until what was it, 97
Columbine?
or
Oh,
so?
yeah.
Columbine happened, and they work on the trench coats.
Trench Coat Mafia. They were
And the trench
bad.
coats like went.
You know, haven't seen a lot of trench coats since the late 90s.
The
No.
market dip.
Yeah, it was a big dip. If you had money in trench coats around that time, you took a loss. That's
Oh,
for
I
sure.
remember kids in like Jinko jeans and like the emos and goths wearing those big baggy clothes back in the day. I remember all that stuff getting kind of shut down for a little bit after Columbine.
I don't really remember.
'Cause they were like,
too
you
much
can
of that.
hide 17 guns in a pair of Jinkos. Look at the trunk space on this bad boy.
I remember before I was 16, I would like get like rides with older people to school and stuff. Well, I remember we were going to school one morning and my buddy was like, "Oh man, I forgot to take my hunting rifle out of the back I hope nobody finds it. And I was like, dude, all day I was worried somebody was going to go out there and search his truck, and somehow they were going to tie it back to me riding with him. And I was going to get thrown into jail for him having a gun on school grounds.
Oh, no. In Scottsville, everybody had a hunting rifle.
Well, right, of course. But I was just freaking out. It was like right after people was getting shot up at school.
I had guns in my
Josh.
car, and I drove a PT Cruiser.
Josh is always used to watching his back for 5-0 growing up in the trailer park.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
yeah.
You could be cutting your grass and be like, oh, yeah, cops are coming. I just know.
I just know it. They're
They're
going to get
lurking.
me.
They're lurking, dog. Woo woo, hoo hoo.
Josh can smell a pig from a mile away.
Josh, who are you impersonating?
I was going for, if you've ever seen the movie American Psycho, Patrick Bateman played by Christian Bale.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to shave
that's a
my
great
face
movie.
clean.
You look like
shave my face clean.
maybe American pussy.
Got him.
That was
American about to be psycho.
good. That was a good movie, though.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
good.
that movie.
Dorsia.
I say it's on Netflix right
We
now.
have
right?
reservations.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. We have reservations at Dorsia after this.
What's Dorsia?
It's in the movie.
Okay.
It's the
Dorsia
restaurant he
fan?
tries to get into the whole time.
It's been a minute since I've seen it. So I'm sorry.
I like whenever he's like fucking them chicks and he's like flexing.
Oh, yeah, in the mirror?
Shit. Yeah.
I'm about to install a ceiling mirror
Are you?
pretty soon. Yeah, within the next year, I would imagine that I would have a mirror on my ceiling somewhere.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me 12 months.
You
guys.
don't worry about it.
I mean, it doesn't take much to throw a single pane.
Well, I'm kind of house shopping right now, so I don't want to. I don't want
You don't want to put a mirror in
to.
your
I don't
house
want to
now.
reinforce the joist in my bedroom. You know,
How big a mirror you get?
Yeah, golly,
I'm
boy.
getting a big one.
Just one that's like this thick. I'm
Yeah,
talking
quarter
like
inch
a
or
quarter
whatever. Yeah,
inch.
It's gonna
plate
be.
glass.
It's gonna be king size.
King
It's gonna be
size.
the whole bed.
It's gonna be thick.
Yeah, it's gonna be as big as the
Why
bed.
do you need a mirror that big?
Because
Things that are smaller.
we don't just stay in the center of the bed for
Oh,
5 minutes like
All
you do,
right, let's
Josh.
move on.
I'm trying to hear about these wild escapades this dude's doing.
Laying in the center of the bed,
Oh, this guy's crazy.
starfishing out there.
Power missionary every time.
Yeah.
Well, and
Power.
what are you? Are you a cosmonaut?
No, so I'm actually present day Warner von Braun.
Oh,
Right.
President Day.
If he was
Glockenspiel.
if he was here today, this is what he would look like. He would have like a almost flat bill
He
line.
look just like you, big beard. I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think Warner would be sporting a beard by now?
Yes,
Right.
no.
You are Germany's
You know-
poster child. That's
You know,
for
he
sure.
was in his 30s, like about my age currently. Whenever he got brought over here,
Whenever we kidnapped him and said, "Hey, you're going to work for us,"
we didn't really kidnap him,
Uh,
but yeah.
we
I
worked
think
out a
it's-
deal. He didn't have to go.
I think
was
it's
it
public
Nuremberg?
information. I don't think my buddy would mind too much. But I got a buddy I used to work with. He's probably about 60 now. But his dad was a rocket engineer for NASA and worked with Warner von Braun. This man's name was Robert Shimkus.
Yeah. Have
He's
you?
passed away now, but yeah, he worked with Warner von Braun, and he has a patent with I forgot what company it was, but he helped invent the electric chainsaw.
Nice.
Ooh, that's
The
nice.
electric.
I thought you were going to say the electric chair. That's pretty badass. It's pretty simple though. Electric chair. I mean, really, if you think about it.
I think one of the. I think,
Let's think about it. Ohms and conductors
No, I don't
and,
think about
and
that. But
fuses.
just simply,
and
it's just wires
amperatures.
run to a chair.
we're not scientists here.
Throw
Would
a
you
switch.
wet
You're
the
dressed
sponge?
like a scientist.
Would you wet the sponge if you were the
Oh,
electric
I'd
chair
wet it. Yeah,
technician?
I wouldn't do like they did old poor what's his name in Green Mile.
Yeah,
Friday.
he died like several years ago, anyways.
Oh, that redhead, the Cajun
The
guy.
guy had a little mouse.
Yep. R.I.P.
Delacroix or whatever.
Delacroix.
Delacroix.
Yeah.
Delacroix.
Delacroix.
Yeah.
Man, Sam Rockwell
Yeah.
was Billy the Kid in that movie.
Yeah.
Not the actual Billy
He
Kid.
had
That
the
was just his
moon pie in his
nickname.
mouth.
Yeah.
We talked about this
Yeah.
several times.
And, man,
Hilarious.
after that scene where Delacroix got fried in the
He's
electric
there
chair,
bouncing off the walls.
Billy the Kid's in there. Me and my stepbrother died laughing. We got kicked out of the living room because we were laughing so hard. But when they go back into the death row,
Yeah.
the Green Mile, Billy the Kid's bouncing around. It smells like fried brains all over the
Oh,
place. And
yeah.
he's like, "Stinky panky,
Yeah,
pew
smells
and
like-
pew."
Smells like chicken tonight.
He was a French fried Cajun named Delacroix.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
so
oh man.
That dude was a psychopath.
We thought that was fun.
It was pretty funny.
Good
though.
death humor.
I used to always like that scene, like whenever they threw him in that padded room. and they keep hosing him down. He's like, no more, no
Yeah.
more. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'll be good. I'll be good.
And do you remember? And do you remember?
I'll be good. He's on death row. I'll be good.
And do you remember what time about that was, Joe?
11:11 p.m.
Well, speaking of, like y'all even just said we brought that up numerous times, and that's kind of, I don't know if anybody watching right now is big Rogan fans. Like him and Red Van generally wear spacesuits whenever they have a pod together or whatever. But we have
our listeners probably listen to Joe Rogan.
I'm sure they do, but we have mentioned Werner von Braun probably 100 times over the last 50 episodes.
He's a personal hero of ours.
And I've never ever kind of went over what Project Paperclip was, and I thought this would be I could wear the fit and kind of talk about it.
Wesley, how closely related would you say you were to the Paperclip Project?
Very little, because my family is just random Europe nonsense.
Trash?
Yeah,
Trash.
just trash. Yeah,
Mutts.
just
They're
trash.
just mutts.
I think that's what
Yeah,
I
we're
would
just
say.
mutts.
Yeah, muggles
Yeah.
is a
Yeah,
Harry Potter term.
no German in me that I'm aware of, at least.
Just making sure.
All right. Well,
Paperclip.
so for you guys to kind of run down a rabbit hole real quick, if you're not aware of what Project Paperclip was, it was obviously a project to bring over scientists from here. And so at one point in the World War II, Josh probably knows a whole lot more about World War II than I do, but are you familiar with the Ausenberg list?
No.
Okay. So the Ausenberg list was a list that the Nazis made of all of their top scientists. And they put those scientists into just roles to push forward the war narrative. Like
So not the same as Schindler's List.
no, this is different list.
Different list. A lot of lists over there.
A lot of
And
lists.
Ozzy Osbourne was in this?
Yeah, I think so.
Ausenberg, yep.
Yeah.
So they made that list. They put them all in their labs to mostly work on rockets and whatnot. So they had the main guy, which was Werner von Braun. He created the rocket, the V2 rocket,
Yes.
which is what.
I have heard about the V2.
Okay,
right?
the V2 rocket's what caused like most decimation
Yeah.
for them.
We were scared to death of the V2 rocket.
Yeah, we were scared to death of it.
It was super like sci-fi almost
Yeah.
at the time.
So we discovered this list after we won the war pretty much, and we were like, hey, we've got this list of all of these great minds. We can either take them ourselves. So, well, there's three options pretty much. Take them ourselves, kill them, or let the Soviets get them.
Right, which they would have been in the Gulag or used them.
Oh no, if the Soviets got them, they would have done the same thing we did, which was use them.
Make bombs.
Yeah, make bombs.
Rockets.
So obviously, it's kind of. I mean, like that. Can you imagine? Like, what do you think the what's your view on, or what y'all's view on how do you feel about that?
How we handled that, like how we took them, and
I bet they had.
Should we have just killed them?
no,
I bet they had a better
No.
life over here.
But they were not. Like most of them were high-ranking
oh, they
Nazis,
were for sure. But
so
I
they
mean,
were bad people.
Well, that's true. That's very true that they were bad people, but they worked for the government, right? A lot of them worked for the German government. They weren't necessarily SS or whatever. Like your normal German person wasn't like a Nazi. Like you know what I mean? Like they weren't like actively like going out. And, like they didn't. A lot of them they claimed ignorance that they didn't know what was going on, but they had to have known a little bit. But I don't know.
Almost-
I
I've got
know
a
we're just
question.
serving their country.
I've got a question. Did they come into this country legally?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm fucking fine with it, baby.
We-
I love immigration.
We-
All right?
We
You don't
brought
look like
them.
you're dressed like you do.
We brought them here.
Well, if you do it the right way, damn it. All right? But I don't like none of that illegal shit. There's a system in place.
I think that it's
So
just
in-
politics.
So in 1945, Truman was handed that Ausenberg list,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Okay, let's take these fellas."
Right.
And we had a whole division in the Department of Justice that was like, we called them Nazi hunters
Mhm.
that didn't even know about that list.
Yeah.
They had no clue. They had no clue that we even knew about all these Nazi scientists. and Truman hid it from him. So through 45 to 59, 1,600 Nazi scientists
So
came
14
over here.
years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we over that amount of time, we brought all these scientists over here. I mean,
Those dudes probably went to work for Ford, GM, all sorts of different.
oh yeah. So Warner von Braun, he ended up being the director of Marshall Space Center.
The marriage counselor.
He made the Third Reich V2 rockets, and he was also the main architect for the landing of Apollo
Yes,
on the
I
moon.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
The architect, going back to the Matrix.
Well, I mean,
He
they
was also
accused
a lot behind
Oppenheimer
Saturn
being-
V. Is Saturn V the same thing as the Apollo thing?
Dude,
I don't
know
remember.
much about that. We ain't ever been up there.
Yeah, probably not. I don't even know if the moon's real. Who
Yeah.
knows?
But
But
it's
yeah,
nice
I
like
mean, there was so many things that came from this that. And then Project Paperclip, like this isn't even a conspiracy theory at this point. This is just like history. In 1958, Time magazine ran an article talking about Werner von Braun and like bring it all to light, and nothing ever happened to the 1600. There was a lot of them that. So for them to come over here, obviously they signed a contract like, hey, we're going to give you immunity from whatever you did for the Nazis.
Right. We're just gonna forget about that.
And help us do science shit.
Yeah.
And so some of them finished their, some of them, just normal scientists. They weren't like great minds. Obviously, there were scientists and doctors that were good minds, but so a lot of them finished their contracts, went back to Germany. A lot of them, probably most of them, stayed here, and like you said, ended up working in oil or GM or Ford or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably got kids working at Tesla right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather work in an office than in oil.
Is that right? Is it oil?
In an oil
He
field?
was an oil man.
No, you're just in oil. It's like
But like we're talking about
Shindig.
olive oil or like motor
shindig.
oil.
It doesn't matter. I'd much rather be in an office.
You don't want to be an oil.
Nope.
You
Why
have
not? Well, I wanna
moisturized
work.
skin. You have moistures.
Well, we support green energy here on the Fun by Me
Do
podcast,
we?
so I would work in electricity.
I don't support green energy.
I would work in solar power, maybe. I would work in a windmill.
Nick's trying to keep his all of his options open for future politics. That way they can't go back and like, you remember on July 31st or 30th, whatever you said.
He's trying to
this?
be mayor one day
Yeah.
in Franklin.
I would work in maybe just not using any fucking lights like we used to back in the 1600s and stuff.
Yeah.
We
The
didn't do none of
1940s,
this.
you mean?
Yeah, when did that? When did the World's Fair come and show
It was 1893.
and show the whites
1891.
electricity? I bet the whites were just in awe.
Yeah.
They said,
Whoa!
"Whoa!"
Speaking of electricity, since we kind of went this way with technology, so have y'all ever seen the test whenever, I think it was George Westinghouse killed that elephant with alternating current to prove how like dangerous AC was whenever it was him and Tesla going back, or was it Edison?
I don't know. I didn't see
They
that.
killed an elephant in like Times Square, like with
Oh,
electricity in
fuck.
front of like a live audience.
Yeah, but
There's videos on YouTube. Check it out.
I'll
we used
check that
to
out.
breed elephants in this country. I mean, like they were mules, baby. They used to be everywhere.
But
Roaming the town, wild out in the fields.
but
You know,
see,
you
he
act like
wanted-
elephants are endangered. They're doing fine.
Edison really pushed DC current, like direct current, and
Yeah.
Tesla pushed AC current, alternating current, which is what the whole world uses now.
Yeah.
Well, back then, people were scared to death of electricity. They thought it was sorcery or like, you know.
It's a
Hey,
lie.
they
It's
thought
funny.
it was
It's
evil.
funny you mentioned like some big name like that probably everybody knows, Einstein and Einstein, Eleanor Roosevelt. There's a third big name that all wrote letters to Truman to tell him to not trust these Nazi
Right.
scientists or whatever. But Einstein was the biggest one that wrote he wrote a hefty paper
Yeah,
on
well,
why
they
we don't
was-
need these guys.
He had all the reason to not trust them or like them, though. You know, they had a target on his back.
Oh yeah,
Forever. You know, he had to hide in England for a long time
yeah.
before we got him over here.
But so everybody knows Paperclip for NASA, pretty much. That's like Werner von Braun ended up being the big guy at NASA for the longest time. But other than other than just rocket innovations, like those 1600 helped us so much in medical innovations, like guidance systems for other rockets, material science, computer science, and cryptography. Like, we wouldn't have the ability to secretly send messages during wartime without these scientists right now.
Yeah, you know what that sounds like to me, Wes? That sounds like the Illuminati. Which brings us to our first advertisement of it.
Okay.
Great.
Have you ever found yourself at the receiving end of a childish prank and thought, this feels like the work of the Illuminati? Well, you're not alone. That's right. Here at Smith & Smith Law Firm, we believe no one should suffer the indignities of the Illuminati's so-called harmless fun without seeking justice. The Illuminati is known for their secretive, world-controlling agenda, but behind closed doors, they're just a bunch of overgrown, horny children with too much time on their hands. They're being a bunch of goofy goobers, is what they're being.
Bunch of rascals.
If you've been the target of their pranks, opened a door to have a bucket of water fall on your head, or found all your furniture glued to the ceiling, discovered your car wrapped in aluminum foil with an eye symbol drawn on it, you might be entitled to compensation. Therapy bills piling up? Struggling to explain why your lawn gnomes are arranged in a pentagon? Or why you now have an irrational attraction to rubber ducks? You shouldn't have to face this alone. Join our class action lawsuit against the Illuminati at Smith & Smith. We'll ensure your prank-induced trauma is recognized and, most importantly, compensated. Because, while the Illuminati may think they're untouchable, we know the real joke's on them. Call now. Let's show the Illuminati that their childish games have serious consequences.
Stop playing games.
Don't play no games with the Illuminatis.
No, guys, and it's nothing. If anybody comes at you with some kind of humiliation ceremony application or something, you just need to back away. Call your mom, call your sponsor, call whoever you think would help talk you out of that situation. Do not join the Illuminati.
Even if they really, really try to convince me.
Yeah.
Man,
It's a bad
What if they
idea.
offer me a new leg?
Are you just gonna throw away all of your morals and life standards?
And hey, same with the Gideons. Same with the
Who are the Gideons?
In the Bible?
No, the Gideons. They're the same. The people with the hats.
Is that from
y'all don't wear
Aladdin? Like the guys?
No, the
that were
Gideons.
chasing
People with the
Aladdin?
hats that drive little cars and parades.
Oh, is
I
that the
thought
Shriners?
those were Shriners.
They're the same thing.
No, they're not the same.
The Gideonites.
The Shriners have like hospitals for children.
Now,
Fuck the Shriners.
I think the
too,
Gideon. Fuck the Shriners. You're right. Yeah.
Aren't those Shriners like Flintstones? Aren't those Shriners?
Yes. So no, Gideons are also. They're also like a people that gather at the little lodges and drink beer and shit. But they also have like this big organization thing. Same with the Shriners.
Oh yeah.
They got to raise money in order.
I've almost learned that anything that has a big organization is bad news.
Yeah, like the Red Cross.
Black Lives Matter.
What's the United Way? They do a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
too.
United Way, FEMA probably sucks. Anything that involves the government sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
They help some people just so that they save face every now and then. Like whenever some big happens, like Katrina, hell yeah, they come in and they're like, we
remember that time
pop
Kanye West
in.
was like, George Bush does not like black people or doesn't care about black people.
Remember that time?
Oh, he was on with Michael Myers.
Yeah, not
Michael
the
Myers
scary
was like,
Michael
what
Myers,
the
but
hell?
Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Remember when Biden said you ain't black if you don't vote for me or something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Remember when Kamala Harris called him racist during the 2016?
Remember like a month ago
Debates?
whenever like Trump got shot at and we still had a fucking Biden was running for president and they're like he's gonna be alright and then 2 days later they're like this guy can't be president. What the fuck, dude? It's been a whirlwind.
Dude, it's been I
I want to go back to the Illuminati though. What is that? You'll probably know this, Wes. Something Is it Grove? It's
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. Yeah,
Grove.
I didn't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
I was gonna call it Romanian Grove.
Now,
Right.
I believe that is real, and
I
it
don't
is
know.
some kind of
Oh, I
demonic
mean,
ceremony.
Oh, it's 100% real.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no doubt about it that it's real. It's actually they came out today trying to scrub the. So there was some recent footage
I saw that.
that surfaced by a guy named Dancer underscore maybe US. I don't remember, but
Tiny Dancer.
Tiny.
that's his Twitter handle.
Tony?
He's a
Tony Dancer.
Yeah.
he's a obviously a like an independent reporter or whatever. So he ended up posting some more of that. I watched it. It's weird, just like any other Bohemian Grove.
I'm friends
footage.
with a lot of independent reporters.
Are you?
In my line of work, the private detective work, I've got to use
yeah,
every
right.
source that I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of friends in that field.
I guess it was just recently that they did another burning of the
Whatever they burn.
effigy.
Effigy.
What is this? What is the effigy?
That was spooky. Did anybody else see
Spooky.
That
that?
was Illuminati.
It was
It was
the-
Alex
One of
Jones
those
trying to
pranks?
wake us up.
One of those pranks they're trying to
Yeah.
pull on us.
Yeah, no, but they've tried to scrub it, but obviously it's everywhere now, and there's no way to get that all the way off the internet now. So you can look up Bohemian Grove.
Didn't Alex Jones infiltrate it?
Yeah,
I thought
yeah, he was like the first one to do it. It was in the '90s whenever he did it.
Infiltrated. He molested the whole system, Josh. Come on,
I
brother.
liked whenever he was like on vacation last week on Tim Dillon's show, just drinking out of a whole bottle of Tito's, smoking cigarettes. I was like, "What's this dude
Did he get
doing?"
tossed?
Huh?
Did he get like ripped?
No,
Man, he
but-
was in the zone.
He was just his normal self.
It was
but
assassination, so
I
he was
did-
fired up.
I did think that he was sober though,
I thought he was too. I don't know.
because I know that Joe.
He's talked about it.
I know that Rogan's even been like, yeah, he went through a time there where he was just off the absolute rails.
Yeah, there was one episode that he's on like coke. He's like coked out.
Sweet.
So-
I'd love to see that.
I don't know.
It was good. If you've never seen I guess it was the election night of 2020.
That's the one I'm thinking
when
of.
Tim Dillon and
where he was just
Alex
wild
Jones.
as hell the whole time.
Oh, that's such a good
That is a
episode.
good episode. I think I said
Such a good ep. You can go back and watch that
Yeah,
now, and
that's a
it's
good
still
one.
relevant. And it's still hilarious because Alex is just fucking in it, dude. I knew on the way up here that this suit was gonna be fucking hot as hell.
Oh yeah, dude.
It
You're
is-
wearing aluminum.
You look great.
It's so hot.
Yes, it is. Yes, Slay Queen. It
That
is
sucker's
so hot.
not- absolutely no ventilation whatsoever.
I'm just.
It's probably waterproof to an extent.
No, this is so. I mean, it. This is. I thought it was going to be really nice, but
That's
it's
my
like
size, dude.
it's like $50.
I think it would
crazy.
look good if you if you ripped a hole in the front crotch area. What do you think about that?
Just had his unit hanging out.
Yeah. What would you think about that, Josh? if you did that?
I probably wouldn't. That's not for me. It's not for me, but it might be for some people.
Not for
Okay.
you, huh?
Not for me.
No.
Might be for some people though. You know.
Might be.
Josh? Question mark.
Yeah, question mark. That.
yeah.
Yeah, go and put a question mark down for me on that one.
But it was yeah, that was a good episode. Like right after that was probably one of the best ones. Like the day after the assassination attempt happened with Tim and
It was very measured for them two.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it wasn't a bunch of crazy shit.
yeah.
I like how Alex Jones talks about like he has the inside scoop on everything. Like he talks to, like Kim Jong Un or like not talks to him, but he gets like speculation off of like
He's got some kind of line on stuff
He does.
because he's been right so many times.
he's been
Like,
right more than half of the time.
way
That
more.
Sandy Hook thing kind of was
Sandy Hook was a hard miss.
yes.
That was a swing and a miss.
I think he's got good instinct. I think a lot of people, because they just enjoy him, a lot of people, if they get any information,
They
they're
pass
like,
it on.
They're like, I'm going to tell Alex Jones about this. And then I think he's got good intuition to be like,
I
this one's
would
bullshit,
have-
this one's serious.
An
Yeah,
absolute
I mean, I
great
filter through
breakdown.
I'm not at all comparing myself to Alex Jones. Right
You're the
now.
most like Alex of anyone I know.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I'll take that.
That's a
But
fact.
but every now and then, like somebody in one of my group chats will send something like, "Hey Wes, you seen this?" I was like, "I saw it. I didn't feel the need to share it because I don't know. It's a little bit too
It's still
even
not crazy
far-fetched
enough for me.
It's not that it's almost too crazy for me if I don't share it. Like I'm like, what? Like nah. Like even the 2-shooter thing for the assassination and all this other stuff. Like I'm like, there's not enough there for me
Yeah.
to to hang my hat on it, I guess you'd say.
I've got a really juicy case I'm working on right now.
Do you?
Yeah, and I am very closely related to it.
Can you share any details? Or is it still
it's a
closed
secret
lips?
romance type thing
Yeah.
that I'm working on. Does any of that sound familiar?
No.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't.
What are you talking about? You writing a book?
Writing a novel?
Right,
Writing a novella?
What's a smut? Writing some smut?
No smut.
No.
It's
49
interesting you would
shades
use that word.
Right.
It is?
69 shades of gray.
About every... Okay, never mind. I'm walking back. Go ahead.
Okay. No, it's fine. We can move on for now.
Wait. Why is smut interesting?
It's just interesting that you would choose that word, but...
Do you know what that means?
So last night, the Northern Lights were supposed to be out again.
Again?
Yeah.
Again, golly.
So-
You
that was
didn't
3
text
months
me or let
ago.
me know.
Well, we had bad weather here, so me and Melissa drove 3 hours west.
You called me at 10 o'clock one night to let me know they were out there. Didn't even let me know yesterday.
Well, we knew that it was going to be bad weather. You can't see them if there's fucking clouds out. Will you give me 1 minute? Damn it.
Yeah.
Full attack.
Gosh, I am trying my best over here.
A badger in the witness.
We
Hush for a minute, John.
We drove 3 hours west to a little town called Cave in Rock, Illinois.
Ooh.
It is right directly on
You
the
did
other
this like
side.
yesterday?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate going to bowling.
We left at like 5:30. We left Bowling Green at 5:30. Got there at 8:30 and then set up camp. But it was this little town called Cave in Rock, Illinois. Right on the other side of the Ohio River. We had to take a 10-minute ferry ride. That was cool.
I love ferries.
Yeah. But we just stayed
I
at this
bet.
real simple campground. Oh, ferry with an eye.
Yes.
What? What?
Ferry.
They would both have eyes.
In plural, for sure.
Ferry. Ferry.
Is a boat.
Is a boat.
FERRIES
It's
would
multiple
be
boats.
multiple ferries.
Well, you only need one, so I just saw one. So there's 2 R's.
All
Okay,
right, where are we
all right,
going?
moving on.
Hard R's.
I don't even know where we're at in the story anymore.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
You went across the Ohio on
Yeah.
a ferry.
And then just stayed at the
Me and Wes were
campground.
playing good cop, bad cop.
I got to listen. I got to see the stars
Well, whose
for a
was it?
little bit.
You got to listen to him or
Who
see
was
him?
it?
You got to listen to him or see him?
I did a little bit of both. If you watch long enough, you can start hearing shit.
No.
You've
you
just
can't
never
hear-
been in
You can hear
touch.
the Northern Lights?
You've never been in touch with nature.
I'm not
What kind
quite
of drugs
long
we
enough.
talking about here?
Yeah, I'm not quite long enough to.
I think that's personal, Wes. And I don't appreciate you asking.
Well,
You know there's a mole in the
Ayahuasca.
Tommy Knockers.
oh, true.
Yeah.
Nick's
Well,
the only
we can't
person
trust
who goes
these
on an
people.
ayahuasca journey and come back worse.
I was right. I'm a terrible
I'm
person.
fucking worse, dude.
Yeah. No, I don't like myself anymore than when I left. Man, them stars were twinkling last night. We got to see them for about an hour and then the clouds moved in. But Melissa was like, that light is coming from millions of miles away. And I said, have you seen our sun? That is a bad bitch.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see how you could see those stars from millions of miles away. Our sun is bright as hell.
You know, you're talking about,
That sounds so romantic, dude.
thinking about it. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's, you talking about things being like miles away. We don't even use miles when it comes to
Light
solar
years.
system. We use AU, which is astronomical units.
Australia?
Astronomical units, I
No.
think is what it is.
I think an astronomical unit is cube. Is it
No.
a cube shape?
It is not. But if you go, the
Tesseract.
He doesn't even
one of the
know that.
furthest out that you can go,
He is an astronaut.
yeah, I was gonna say, listen to me. I am Werner von Braun.
I'm trying to listen to both of you at the
Listen
same time. My hand's
to
about to
me.
explode.
Listen to me.
I took a 2,000 milligrams of Tylenol before y'all got here.
Are you still
Yeah.
talking? Listen to Wes. He's an
The
astronaut.
thing so there's like this whole ice wall situation that's around.
In space?
Yeah,
God.
it's around our solar system, and it's called the Oort
Game of
cloud.
Thrones is a
OORT cloud. It surrounds the fucking solar system, and it's way out there. And I'm surprised we can see through it every time I think about it.
Well,
Dude, I have some shoes
some of
just
that
like
clear ice that you like black ice, right?
It could be. I guess it's way out there, so
Like
it would be
black
super
ice.
clear. Maybe it also, I don't know a lot about it. I just know that this cloud exists, and they call it the Oort cloud. Oort cloud. Oort.
So it's water? It's frozen water? It's ice?
That's what most things are in space.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah, but there's water out there.
Yeah, we're aware. Water exists out there.
Yeah.
Don't be saying we. You don't know what this motherfucker knows.
Point your finger in my face.
You don't know what the Oort cloud is.
I don't know what the Oort cloud is, but I know there's water in space.
There's water out there. Yeah.
It's frozen, but it's out there.
You know, I was listening to something earlier, and I'm gonna try to deep dive on it at some point. You gonna write some notes, okay? Well, before
It's
I
taking minutes down.
before I do an episode on it, how do y'all feel about the moon potentially being hollow?
Hollow moon theory.
I think it's made of cheese.
That's a little
could be.
gay.
It's made of cheese.
Could be.
It's a big old crack rock.
The thing apparently gets hit by things and rings real loud. So
It gets hit by things all the time. Apparently, I'm glad it's there because if it wasn't, we'd probably been destroyed by multiple asteroids.
well, I mean, not really because it doesn't have the same. It doesn't have an atmosphere like we have, so it's not protected like we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, come on, man.
It does have gravity though, right? It does have like
It does. It does have a pull. It's nowhere near what ours is.
It's only the
obviously.
size of
Well,
Texas.
it's made of cheese. And it's
Gravity's also a theory. Might not even be real.
a theory.
It is.
I guess all science is a theory, right?
No, gravity's legit a theory. Like
I've got a theory.
it's not been proven technically.
How do y'all do y'all hang out much after work hours? Like
do you-
after production
No.
is over and stuff like
We,
that?
y'all?
we see each other one time a
No,
week right
Josh and Wes.
now. No, not too
We
much.
do sometimes.
Sometimes.
We call each other. We don't like hang out in person.
Yeah, dude.
So
Like-
you're admitting to some phone calls, text
Admit.
messages.
You're usually on those phone
Yeah,
calls.
dude. Well, not really.
Usually.
They
Well,
don't talk to us anymore.
I was gonna say yeah. You don't answer the phone.
Well,
so.
if you wouldn't send 130 text messages a day, I can't
we
fucking keep up.
we've kind of solved that with the secondary group chat.
Yes, there's a secondary.
There's a secondary
not a
one
part
now.
of?
Yeah, you're part of it.
You're in that one with
You're part of
Tutley.
it. Yeah, you just don't ever respond.
I
So-
turn the notifications
The
off.
important stuff I put in are three
So
person.
yeah,
Alright,
so now
that's
like
good.
so now whenever it's actually pod related, I put it in the Find by
Me
Me
too.
one.
Me too. That
Every
way-
now and then, like I'll find something that I think we should talk about, and I'll send it in there. But for the most part, yeah, that our group chat with just us three, that's labeled Find by Me,
They are
is-
fine by me.
is only the important shit.
Yeah.
Well, important shit for the
Podcast related.
Podcast related,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's
Inside
good.
We're not
baseball.
going behind your back and
That's
double
good to
dipping
know.
or nothing.
We try to call you all the time.
We try. Apparently
No,
you
I
got-
answer all phone calls.
Apparently you got a lot going on. Apparently you got a personal business. You got a small business going on. You got children, a family, lots of stuff going on.
I'm starting a new
business.
hobby.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, are we gonna do the clue?
Oh yeah, that's right. Are y'all going to audition for the Clue?
I told him I couldn't do it this fall. Too busy.
Auditions are like next week.
Too busy.
I'm not.
Oh, I already. Well,
Oh,
I
there's
mean,
a-
not to brag or show off or anything, but I was already offered. A
You've
part
already been approached.
without an audition.
You've already been approached.
Yeah, but
I mean,
They know.
me
you
and
can say yes to
Melissa are
anything, though.
pretty hot and heavy in the house shopping
Oh, I thought
world right now.
crystal hunting or rock hunting.
Jenny,
Lock run.
no, Jenny,
You
Yeah,
Allen,
got
road.
getting crack corn and I don't care.
she posted Fountain Square Players is doing something.
Yeah, what's the Fountain Square Players?
It's the same
Theater
situation.
club.
Theater club, just like Franklin's
Arts
is.
Council.
They're doing something else.
Ours is government funded though.
Yes, it is.
Cool. That doesn't make it cooler. I'll be honest.
It makes it way cooler, dude.
Yeah.
Taking your tax money.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all know how much I hate the government.
Well, we don't all share those same ideals. I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
do.
I bet you do on
My
disability,
supreme,
man.
I love
my
it.
supreme leaders.
I love it all.
Yeah. Bow down and worship your supreme leaders.
So for episode 50,
That's this one we're on right now.
the one that we're currently on,
Mhm.
what do you think? What's some good number 50 stuff we can get into?
50-year-old moms are sometimes hot.
Yeah.
I like those.
That
There's
ain't
a
much
few
older
in
than
town.
us.
You got any local ones that we want to name out?
Yeah, are you gonna bleep them out, or are you gonna make me
God.
embarrass myself on live
This is
air?
going to
Are
be.
you
No,
gonna
we
do
can
the word?
let's throw them out there. I ain't gonna bleep nothing.
Well,
No.
I'm not gonna say it if you're not gonna believe it. But if we go in and do the work, I'll come down tomorrow and help
Good
you
look.
edit. Okay?
I think it's too much of a risk.
I'll
much
come
of a
down
risk,
tomorrow
okay.
and help you.
All right, too much of a
You
risk.
got your pockets unzipped and everything for more room.
No, it's not
He's
more.
getting every inch out of this jumpsuit.
No, it's not more room. It's too big everywhere. To be honest,
Except the length.
except for the capris.
I
that
look
I'm
like a
currently-
Oompa Loompa walk around.
I've got capris on currently. Okay, 50.
Big ass Capri Sun.
50-year-old movies. You know any 50-year-old movies?
50-year-old movies?
Yeah.
That are 50 this year? Then
I
it's
don't know
probably
Oh,
50
that'd be
this year. We-
64, 1964?
No, we could probably. I mean, you could be a little.
74.
74.
You could be a little bit loose with it. I think. Hold on, 50. Can you
Probably Caddyshack?
That's probably close.
Yeah,
Animal
Yeah.
House.
Man,
It's
those are
like-
50
It's
years
gotta
old.
be close.
I bet.
Man, I'm getting old.
They were before the 80s.
Die Hard.
Ooh, The Exorcist is a good one. Enter the Dragon.
Westworld, the movie.
The Longest Yard.
Yeah, with
wait,
Burt Reynolds.
wait.
Oh yeah, never mind.
The West Side Story.
West Side Story.
I think that's much older than 50.
I enjoyed watching that back in the day, though. Those gay little dance moves.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one.
Human Centipede.
No. The second one actually.
Yeah.
It's a James Bond movie.
Octopussy.
Now,
Don't tell me.
Golden Gun.
Golden Gun.
Golden Gun.
But,
That's
I visited a cave.
That's still James Bond. You just correct me.
No, I did correct you. GoldenEye was the video game.
That was the one with Sean. What's his name?
Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, that's a whole different movie.
Yeah, you said Golden Gun.
Yeah.
I said
Gun's-
GoldenEye, so I got it wrong. I was referring to the video game.
My
I'm
bad.
trying to admit
My
to
bad.
failure here, and you're not letting me because you're such an idiot.
I'm just trying to be
I
nice.
know last year was
No,
the
you
50th
are
anniversary of Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. That album, that's a good album. It's 50 years old.
I'm looking through these movies. I don't know any of these. Black Christmas. There was nobody black in the poster,
No.
by the way.
There wasn't in that.
Phantom of the
Bing
Paradise.
Crosby.
Nah.
Phantom of the Hoonator.
The Conversation. All right. Oh, big one for a comedy podcast.
Let's hear it.
It's got a black sheriff in it.
Oh, it's
Blazing Saddles.
Saddles.
I just watched. If you
yeah.
the Remembering Gene Wilder on Netflix.
Oh,
It
it was
is
good.
such a good
That
documentary.
was
I haven't
good.
watched it.
I cried, man.
Ooh,
I
Gene
loved
Wilder
it.
was in another one that year. That was also a good comedy one.
What's that?
Frankenstein.
Gang,
Young
Young
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder was on.
What's the movie
fucking
he had
run
with
that
Richard
year.
Pryor?
What?
What's the movie he had with Richard Pryor?
One of them was deaf and one of them was blind. See, no see. can't
Yeah,
see.
Hear No,
Yeah.
See No Evil.
Yeah.
Hear No Evil.
The
a good movie.
first is the first Texas Chainsaw.
He was pretty deep into MS when he was doing that movie. So
Multiple sclerosis.
yeah, he and he played the blind man so well because his body was so stiff in real life.
Oh, he was hurting so bad.
Yeah.
He was suffering.
Yep.
The number one.
Fun fact about him: Elon Musk bought his house and didn't change nothing in it.
Hell yeah,
Didn't change a thing. The house was decorated or nothing. He said it was like a museum.
that's tight.
Uh-huh.
That'd be cool. Just walk around in.
Yep.
The final one on said list was The Godfather Part 2.
Oh, that's my favorite one. It's where Al Pacino steps
So,
up.
I've probably said this before, but I've never seen Scarface, any of the
You've never seen
Godfathers.
Scarface God. Well, Casino.
Saw
I've never
Sopranos.
seen any of the Godfathers.
Casino.
No Sopranos.
What's
Goodfellas.
Casino?
It's got Robert De Niro
Goodfellas,
in it.
yes.
No, I ain't seen
Right,
that. Ain't
Joe
seen
Pesci.
Goodfellas. Mm-mm. None of that stuff ever. I don't like mafia stuff. It's
He doesn't like mafia
They
stuff.
don't like it.
Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder did 3 movies together.
Mm.
And would
Stir
you say
crazy.
That's when he started having homosexual tendencies. you think?
Stir Crazy,
Wes?
See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and Another You. They were a fantastic duo.
They were.
If that could be. Do you have a movie of the week?
I do not have a movie of the week.
Those are our 3 movies of the week. Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor. Watch all 3 of them. You can get them on Amazon right now.
They had another movie
as a
together.
triple feature.
Freacher.
Why can't I talk today? Triple feature.
Triple Threacher.
Triple feature.
Triple threat.
It's like
Triple
it's like
threat.
$14. Go buy it.
That's a
Go
good
buy it.
That's
Get
a hell
off
of a
your
deal.
lazy butt and go buy the triple feature.
And buy a shirt. We've been selling a lot of shirts here lately.
Have you been sending them?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I got one going to Augusta, Georgia this week.
Nice.
Is that Richard?
No, it's my buddy
Richard Long
Tyler
for this.
McCutcheon.
Hey, shout
Go
out Tyler. T Money.
McCutcheon.
Is that somebody posted on a comment and said that you had one for him today? Is that the same guy?
Maybe Tyler McCutcheon.
Oh, speaking of the your post earlier about the Paris and the Olympics and all the stuff, obviously the Olympics
Nazis.
are going on now. I love the Olympics. USA, I hope we win everything. You
Well,
know.
I know where this is.
But
going.
we were talking about, I don't know if we were talking about it, but all the people fussing about the opening ceremony
Yeah.
and the Last Supper and all that stuff. I will have to say that the opening ceremony for the 1936 Olympics was probably a little bit worse.
Well, oh, what happened?
That was the one in Berlin. That was Hitler's Olympics.
Nice.
And they
It was
were
a war
all
parade.
they were all arm saluting the whole opening ceremony. It was all, but see, we had black guy was a track guy. I can't remember.
Did we have
Jackie Robinson?
Were we represented
No.
over there?
We
okay.
dominated.
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens. Dude, we went over there and like Hitler was like, we got the best athletes with the superior,
Jesse Owens
with the superior
fucking
race, and Jesse Owens went over there and dominated. I'm talking mopped up every event in track and field.
Nice.
Yes.
Way to be Jesse Owens.
But somebody did say
And
something
then come
about
back over here and
Did he? I mean, like I know.
and couldn't even use the same water fountain as our great grandfather. God,
Oof, that's rough.
that's in 1936, dude.
Well, I mean, my grandfather was the sheriff in Franklin, so
So I guess over there it was probably the same situation as far as like white
Yeah, same
people.
thing, yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Was
Like
it really?
everywhere.
Was it like a super Nazi belief to not like black people?
Yeah, anything. They were just they were
Aryan,
being
baby, Aryan
inferior.
Okay.
They were being
They
inferior.
They probably just didn't even have black people over there to hate.
I don't think there's a lot.
in
those
Inglorious
countries.
Bastards.
I've never been to Germany, so I don't know about how it is now.
Yeah. I'm sure there's.
I know
some.
Ireland and stuff. they
There's
don't
a
have any
lot
black people.
of
Food sucks too.
there's a lot of like
You've been to Germany.
Pakistanis and Islam and Muslim.
In Berlin.
Yes, everywhere in Europe.
I was gonna say,
Where all did
I
you
was
go
gonna
in
say,
Germany when you went?
Just Munich,
Uh,
Germany, where we went to the restaurant where the Nazi Party had their first meeting.
that's where Hitler's assistant.
And that's where we saw Robert Goodell. Roger
okay.
Goodell.
Roger
Yeah,
Goodell.
Roger,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I walked in there, I saw Roger Goodell, I said, who told him this was a good idea?
The optics are not good,
Yeah.
Roger.
This is well known for being the first meeting place of the Nazis.
Yes.
They have good food there.
Yeah. Excellent. Big beers, big pretzels, bratwurst.
I'd
Yeah.
go for a pretzel right now.
That does sound good. Some
Milkmaids, like the
mustard, some spicy
waitresses.
mustard.
Waitresses were dressed in like authentic milkmaid
You
attire.
bought
Yeah,
authentic
like-
lederhosen, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I did. I spent $700 on my kids for authentic
Leader, can't
lederhosen.
wear them no more.
Have you worn it since?
They're for my kids.
Oh, I thought you wore it.
And his
No.
kids are still growing.
Of course they are. They're 4 and 5. But I'm gonna put them in a shadow box,
Oh,
and then
okay.
when my grandkids get that age,
You'll say, look, this is whenever we were in
like,
Germany.
put these 30-year-old clothes on.
These are from our heritage.
Yeah.
Your granddad went there once.
These are from old Bavaria.
watch an American football game.
Yeah. for 4 hours. I heard he stayed ripped
I
roaring
watched
drunk
Tom
and blew
Brady.
$700 on leader.
I watched Tom Brady lead Gronkowski to a victory
I heard,
over in Munich, Germany.
I heard he stayed rip roaring drunk for 4 whole days and blew $1,000.
Me?
Yeah.
It was like 36 hours, but yeah. Yeah.
Even the flight back. That's when you were sober on the flight back.
No.
Sober on the flight back.
No.
Who does
What a
that?
fucking idiot.
I would have to
Why?
because I don't drink.
Oh, well, I'm talking about years ago.
No, dude, I would get arrested before I got on the plane probably.
When you did drink.
I did almost get arrested in Jacksonville Airport over a snow globe. Because I bought a snow globe in the gift shop in the airport.
Oh, it's got too much water in it.
Boy, it was glass container too. So
Yeah.
like I tried to sneak it through, you know, and they were like, "You can't have this on." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "I already bought it, and my bags were checked." I said, "So this is going to be going on the plane with me." And they was like, "You can't have it." So I threw a fit, and they was like, "Do you want to go to jail?" And I was like, "No, I don't. I will pay $43 and ship it back home."
And let's talk about
I would have thrown that bitch away.
power.
I don't even know where it's at now.
You know,
Exactly. I would have thrown that bitch away.
I was standing on my principle.
who do these TSA agents think they are?
And that was even before how strict it is now. That was like 7-8 years ago, probably.
Yeah, I remember whenever I went to.
And why do you think it's so strict right now, Josh?
Probably terrorist attacks.
Is it because of your recent
Like, 'cause
lifestyle decisions?
Probably because that chick saw that fake person on that plane.
Oh yeah, there was. That was right around the time.
That person's not real.
Motherfuckers.
That was right around the time
Motherfuckers.
of the alien infestation
Did
at
she
the
call
mall in
them
Miami
motherfuckers?
too. Remember that was in the
It
same
was
2 weeks.
yeah, I was gonna say the alien thing at the mall happened a couple weeks after
Yeah.
that.
Did
Yeah,
she
but
call
still.
them motherfuckers though?
Yeah,
Did
he
she
did.
say
She
them
did.
motherfuckers are
Yeah,
not
the acronym is that motherfucker is not real. TMFINR.
Okay.
That used to be the hashtag
That
for it.
motherfucker is not real, like our president.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably ain't.
TMF
INR.
I.
I. As an island.
It's
That's
Eisenhower.
important. That'll come up
N
later.
is in Nancy. R is in Reagan.
TMF INR. Is he talking about Reagan? Nancy Reagan?
Nancy Reagan. Isn't that the throat goat?
Nancy Reagan.
Nancy Reagan used to throw down with them.
Do you know
with
know about
son.
this?
I've never heard
The
this
throat
about
goat?
Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
I
She was
don't know if
world
it's Nancy
famous.
Reagan or not.
World famous. World
Renowned.
gobble champion. Traveler.
No way.
Traveling with her gobbler.
No.
Yes, around.
Yes, there's people that like call her
Yeah, like Johnny Carson,
the throat goat.
Really?
Dick Tracy.
Yeah, here we go. Throat goat, Nancy Reagan. Apparently, her head game was immaculate.
That's where.
That's how she kept Ronald Reagan off all them drugs. She said, "You don't need no
Yeah.
drugs. You just come with me."
Was he
But there was
doing?
a lot of people. So
He said
Ronald
just
Reagan was an actor, right?
Yes, B films. Yes.
Okay, but
Western.
so that's where she found
The
him.
Gipper, they called him.
And apparently,
She groomed him to presidency.
before they got together, there's a lot of accounts of people saying she was the
That noggin, dude.
Yeah.
Gobble it up.
She knew how to get that brain.
That's wild to think about.
Yeah, Hawk Tuah girl actually just applied for 2 patents: hawk sauce and
So she's gonna be a thing, huh? She's gonna be around for a little while.
I don't know if she's going to be around. She's trying to be around for a little bit. The other one, I can't remember what the other one was.
She hasn't been on Fine by Me podcast yet, so she ain't
Right
looking
round,
too
baby,
good for
right.
The hawk sauce is like a barbecue sauce line. I can't remember what the other thing was. I remember it was called hawk sauce.
Be really cool.
The other one was something on that thing. I don't remember what.
She needs to get her old Firebird Firehawk and put on the
Firehawk.
Firehawk to it.
Yeah.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
That'd be slick.
Yeah.
It would be good.
You
Just get him. Just go to OnlyFans.
You're making this
She'd make
case.
more money immediately if she just opened up.
Well, whenever her
OnlyFans.
time runs out, whenever this runs out and she can do it and save face, then she'll go to the smut. So
Smut.
she'll have to cash in. That cash
That
in
is so strange that
I'm glad we
you
left
choose that
She's
word.
worth like $50 million now.
Smut.
Really?
That
Already?
cash me outside chick, yeah.
Oh, the cash.
Oh, she got her butt beat by her baby daddy.
Jeez.
She got beat
Yeah, I
up.
saw that too. That sucks. I don't like people hitting girls.
No, that's not cool.
I would understand
like
it with
that.
her though, probably.
I don't know.
could
I'd
never-
have to see.
I can't really
I'd have to
sign
see the
off on
context.
You wouldn't like her.
I'd have to see the context.
You wouldn't like her.
Bill Burr's got a great joke about that. About
What?
like he doesn't agree with beating on women, but sometimes, you know, when you wake up first thing in the morning and you gotta walk the dog and she's griping and blah 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 blah. He goes on this whole thing. It's pretty funny. You can hear him lose the crowd. You can hear him lose
Yeah,
the crowd.
immediately
Yeah.
like,
And
oh,
he
well.
just keeps on. He just doubles down.
He's like, she's here with me. I can't laugh at this.
Right. Yeah. Then get home and call your buddies immediately. Man, listen to this joke.
Yeah. No one else got it.
No one else got it.
But I swear there's something there.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a meeting last week for the people that aren't in this room, and we kind of started getting like off topic on the meeting, which is what we do every time we talk.
It's just like this.
Yeah, we start going off on tangents regardless of what we're doing.
We might need to record our meetings, and that might start being
We
on
actually
Patreon.
we actually did record that meeting.
That's the thought. That was my thing.
Okay, we could have meetings
Behind the
and
scenes.
it as the Patreon.
We actually did record that meeting.
Hey.
You took you forever to get there, Nick, but yeah, we recorded
You were
it.
there. You were there in spirit for a little while.
It's because I was trying to sneak your mom out of my house.
All right, well,
She listens.
hope
She'll
you
hear
paid her
this.
well.
Thanks for listening.
That's her fault.
But
I asked Chrissy last night.
In the
Dan,
crosshairs.
She said something. I said, "Well, if you listened to like 3 weeks ago on 5 Million Podcasts, you would know all about this." She said, "I don't listen to those." She said, after about the 11th one, I realized it's not for me, and I was like,
Not her cup of tea.
"Not her cup of tea." She said, "I just
the
have to hear it all the time anyway. Why I want to hear it?"
I love
voluntarily.
I
right
love that her mom on every one of our posts.
She's a supporter.
All she does is post LOL, and it's fantastic. I love the support.
She knows she doesn't know any of that's going on. We were over for a cookout on July 4th, and she was like, "Josh, y'all's podcast is doing pretty good. I seen where y'all are top creators now." I said, "We're the top of the top." I told her we were like up there with like Joe Rogan and them. She thinks we're
Dude, I'll be honest, we've been top for like 2 months straight.
yeah, we're
now.
killing it, dog.
And I posted it like the first 2 times, and I was like, all right, what does this really mean?
It feels good to be supported by somebody. You know? I like being supported.
And thank you guys listening at home, in your cars, in your spacesuits, at your mistress's house, wherever you
In
may
the bathroom, while you're
Thank
taking a
you
shower,
so
crying in the shower.
much. Yeah,
While you
crying in the shower.
Do y'all cry in the shower?
Not often.
I do all my crying in the truck, on the couch. Shower's a happy spot most of the time.
Yeah, I don't spend enough time in the shower. I'm an in and out guy when the shower happens.
A lot of crying in your mom's front yard.
Wow.
I don't know the last time I had a good cry.
It's been a
That's
minute
your
for
problem.
me. It's been a minute
That's
for me.
your
I
problem.
think it does make you feel better sometimes. You know?
Throwing up also makes you feel better.
Dude, I haven't thrown up in a long. Speaking of throwing up,
All right.
Saturday night, I'm asleep, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the kids were here. Well, Kaysen had stayed up playing Call of Duty. I was like, you know what, summer break, stay up, have a big time. Drink you some soda pops, eat you some candy, whatever.
Eat a bunch of cheese puffs.
Dude, it's like 3:30.
Look at this magic.
I hear him. First off, they get up, they slam every door in the house. Bedroom doors, bathroom
Loud.
doors, slamming.
Loud.
So,
We don't have any personal awareness.
I hear
Out there.
I hear him get up and go to the bathroom. Right? Because I don't sleep that good anyway when the kids are here because, I'm just listening or whatever. So, all of a sudden, I hear a cough, and I'm like, that didn't sound right. So, I get up, and
Sound like a grown ass man or what?
it just didn't sound right. It's not like he was hacking. So, I get up, and mind you, I'm on my walker. I have no prosthetic leg on. It's the middle of the fucking night.
I thought you just hopped around here.
So, I knock on the door, and he's like, hello? And I was like, hey, man, you all right? He goes, no. And I was like, what is it? Dude, he was sitting on the toilet, I guess, taking a shit. And had, like, a burp that was like a throw up, and it wasn't just a burp. And he had fucking thrown up, sitting on the toilet every fucking where. I'm talking everywhere. And we had chili for supper.
Hell yeah.
So,
Golly.
so I'm like, dude. He's like,
My God.
he's got it all over him everywhere. And I was like, could you not get up or get the trash can or nothing? And I just thought it was a burp, and I was like, dude, that was not just a burp.
Your whole
Josh's
family-
bathroom is not large. He
No.
could have easily just sat up real fast.
He
He
got
could
the
have leaned
seat,
over.
the seat.
The
He coulda
sink
leaned
or the
over.
bathtub
He
is
got
where
the
I
seat.
would have went.
So I just laughed. I was like, dude, do you
Clean
feel
that
all
shit
right?
up.
I feel a lot better.
Your family has bodily fluid problems.
Man.
Okay? And,
He just told us he had like acid reflux right before bed. They're slamming coke. So I'm like, God, dude.
you know what I think it's time for, Wesley?
What's time for, baby?
I mean, I don't want to push this too hard, but I think it's time for the coveted Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I can get into that right now. I haven't had much
Why
time.
not?
I
What
want
are
to
you-
make sure it's good, and I haven't had much time to prepare it.
I haven't had
Dude,
much.
we've been
You've had
trying-
a week.
I'll give it to you next week. I haven't had a week. It's been a wild weekend, a wild week. So
If everybody could boycott Josh somehow,
Bully him.
put some What do you call it when like another country makes you mad and you like
sanction?
Yeah, what's
Put sanctions on me,
Josh? Somehow
I'll have it ready for you next
you
week.
need a fine. We need to fine you.
Stay tuned for next week.
And it's so nice that episode actually got lost.
Yes,
because that was early on, and that would have been a load to blow pretty quick.
Yes, like I always happens to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew by the look on your face. I can
Always
tell.
say. But yeah, next week I was going to bring that up that I'm not prepared this week for because I don't want to just do it just to do it.
Well, thanks for 49 minutes in. That's fine.
All right.
Or more than that probably.
What All right. So we were. I actually got on to this. I started talking about that meeting, and then we even got diverged from that. But we talked about we were talking about during our meeting back in my day. And this is something that's a little political, I guess, because of the fucking economy right now. But even before these last 4 years or even 8 years, whenever I was 18, you could get a 24 rack of natural light for $8.99. You could
24 for $8.99?
24, $8.99. You could also get a 10 milligram of hydrocodone for $5.
Wow.
And if I don't know if anybody knows it, last time that
prices now.
Last time that I checked, which was probably over like a decade ago, at this point,
10 years with inflation.
It was $1 a milligram, so it had already doubled in price. So I can only imagine. I don't even know if people still do hydros or not.
I don't even know if people even get stuff like
270% inflation
like a
markup.
back issue.
I was going to say, I think it's mostly.
You got to be grandfathered in. You have to be taking them for a long time.
Yeah, it's probably a fentanyl thing now, right?
Milligram.
That's probably everybody's doing the fent.
Yeah, with 270% inflation over the last 10 years, that's $2.7 per milligram times
Dude,
5.
So hydros, for the people who don't know what drugs are, hydros are like the lesser version of an OxyContin.
Lortabs.
This is just quick math here, guys, but I'm pretty sure it's $135 for one 10 milligram pill.
I did the pills.
I don't know if it's that high, but I bet it's $20, and that's nowhere near worth it.
Oh,
I always got scared.
It's $13.5.
I always got scared with pills because the times I did take them would be like for like an injury or something, and I would drink too because I used to drink a lot.
Yeah.
So I would get like my fucking breathing would almost feel shallow sometimes. So I would I don't know if it would just be freaking out.
Whenever I don't know why that I had this in my head back then, but I was a big drinker for the longest time, and then I discovered opiates. And I stopped drinking and did opiates.
Shit.
I was like, it's just a fucking.
I don't got to poop anymore
Jimmy
or
Jam.
nothing.
But I would but that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be impossible to do hydros these days because, even at $10 or $1 a milligram, it would cost. I used to do 4 at a time.
God damn.
4 at a time.
It's 40 milligrams.
Yeah. That was just me getting going.
Dude.
And then I would crack one open, bust it up, throw it straight through the nostril to the dome.
To the dome.
Like, it would cost me $300 to get high on hydrocodones these days.
Woo!
Like, that's more than cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Oops. The economy is just fucked, is what I'm saying.
The market is collapsing. And I've been saying it for years. Thank God Kamala Harris is letting all these immigrants in because there would be no telling what they would cost if we wouldn't get illegal opiates and narcotics from across the border.
True.
Well, back in my day, you used to get a double cheeseburger with 2 pieces of cheese. Not that McDouble 1 piece of cheese bullshit.
Yeah, I still get the doubles these days.
A medium fry and a large soft drink for $3.
I used to be able to get it was a Big Mac, a large Coke, and a large fry, and it always ended up being $6.66.
Okay.
Oh, not in this house. No.
Yeah.
You better throw an apple pie in there.
That was the Big Mac from back then. If you've seen an image
Twice the size
of what a Big
now.
Mac looked like in 2008 versus what they look like now,
quarter pounders now.
It's so different.
Prices go up, product goes down.
I haven't had McDonald's in probably 2 months. It sucks.
Wow.
I haven't had red meat in like 45 days, man. I feel like a different person.
I'll say it's probably been 2-3 weeks. I got some chicken nuggets a couple weeks ago, and they kind
That's what Christy always gets,
suck.
is the chicken nuggets.
They're not as good.
And
As,
do you
they're
think-
also aren't as good as
We
they
had
used to be.
Wendy's a little while back. I got a chicken sandwich, spicy chicken. I hadn't had one of those in a while from Wendy's, and it was on point.
The spicy chicken nuggets from Wendy's are pretty decent.
And do you think being a vegan is a side effect of your condition, or do you think it's the cause of your current?
I'm not a vegan. I just don't eat red meat.
I
still
think he's
eat
talking about
chicken.
you being gay.
Oh no, that was
Well, hey, easy.
he said it, not you, right? He said it, not
I
you.
didn't say that. Yeah. So what about some of these corporations that we may or may not have tried to reach out to last week, Wes? I think that was great groundwork by you.
It
Oh,
was
I
trying to get some corporate partnerships.
Yeah, we got a lot of interest. We got a lot of feedback, a lot of interest, a lot of people.
Oh, if they listen to one episode, their mind will be made up. They definitely will not
so
sponsor us.
so I'll talk to you guys about it after the podcast. But I actually had a
meeting.
I actually had a like an actual meeting with somebody face to face on Monday,
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that yesterday.
and that was today Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Damn, today's Tuesday. But I had a face to face guy, and he was like, man, me and like 2 or 3 other people on the team like listened to all your stuff. Like they even like quoted some of the stuff, so I know that they actually listened to the episode.
Really?
No, I'm
This
not.
dude not just honey dicking us?
He wasn't honey. He
Ooh,
wasn't trying to.
that's a fun word, honey.
He wasn't trying to honeypot us.
Yeah, I
No.
gotcha.
He actually quoted some of the stuff that we said, like, and it wasn't just me, like, because he was hoping you guys would be there. Like I told him, I was like, hey, we got.
I didn't realize it was this kind of meeting.
I didn't realize he was going to be sweet about it.
Yeah, it was nice.
Man.
It was nice. It was a nice meeting. He actually put some time into it, and it was cool.
Well, that warms my little private detective
I want to
heart.
send him an email.
He was in London.
I'm gonna send him some
he was-
England?
London, England. Yep.
Not London,
Did
Kentucky.
he talk with a British accent, or was
Yeah.
he an American man?
No, he's from over there.
Cool.
He was a
And-
nice guy. I liked him.
Is
He
there
was-
any way this man is trying to get us for all of our money?
I think he is. Yes.
Did you
Just
give
in
him
payments, in
your
increments.
social security information?
No,
or
we just
anything
gave him
like
yours.
Yeah, I just gave him your.
Our whole business is just your tax ID for your pressure washing business.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got your EIN like a few months
Well-
ago.
Yeah, dude, we're trying to get some breaks.
that?
Dude.
And I haven't seen any of these bitcoins. Are they in your car?
Bitcoins.
Or
They're in-
Was it Trump in Nashville
They're
looking
in
for
our
a Bitcoin
account.
bank?
I was in Nashville with Trump. I wasn't in
Oh,
Trump
with
with
him.
Nashville. I was in Trump. I was in
You weren't in
Nashville.
Trump with Nashville?
But yeah, no, we have a Bitcoin wallet that all of our shirt sales are in currently. Like,
Making
it's-
Is it like a
Paper dollar.
purse? You would say because I have trouble.
I'm
getting
trying to
more
cash
than
in
like,
a third of it right
more
now.
than like 10 coins.
Cash in 1/3 of it.
It'd be like a
what do you want?
$40.
I want
Yeah, I
47
was like, you want
bucks.
$50
Yes.
right now?
I want my $50.
I'll sue you $50. I'd rather it stay in Bitcoin, to be honest.
But you're cashing out, Josh. You know right now you're cashing out.
Yes.
8 years from now, y'all be rich. I'm like, dude.
Josh is still legally like
He's
minded. Yeah. to
he
show
sold
up.
his
I
third.
sold my steak. I sold my
He's just
steak in
sour
2000.
every episode.
More than I am already.
Yeah. We drive him home to his cardboard box.
Like, damn, dude.
Dude, oh, so yeah, I had buddies that were
I'll be living in that outfit. I'll be my blanket.
during the winter whenever you're cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had some buddies that went to the Bitcoin conference. It looked fucking wild, to be
It's
honest.
expensive to go.
It was like $300, I think.
Oh, the tickets you sent me was like 66,000 or something.
That was to meet
take-
Trump and
oh.
take a picture with him. And if you
That was
wanted
to rub elbows.
yeah, if you wanted to rub elbows with him, it was like 400,000.
Damn.
There was a round table that you could pay for a seat at to chill with him or
You
whatever.
think they get tired of that shit?
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure. That's why
He
that's
don't
the
get
price so
tired of the
high.
$400,000.
Well, I mean, no, people have been attacking him for those high prices, but he's like, but in my opinion, it's like, you want people that are actually serious about it. You don't want just
Well,
any
you want
Joe
those
Schmo
Big
sitting at your
bankrollers. It
fucking
costs
table.
money to run for fucking president.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a campaign trail situation. I don't care. I don't know if his round table even got filled up. Who cares?
I'm sure it did.
But I'm sure it did.
Can we spitball something real quick?
Spitball it,
I've
baby.
wanted to run a campaign for an office that does not exist and make signs and put them around town. What do you think would be the funniest kind of
You just do it for
quote
yourself.
unquote
I mean-
elected official. Like I want an office that doesn't exist but kind of sounds like it would.
We have to think on that. I don't want
Hmm.
to.
Yeah. Like I always thought it would be
Associate
fun.
Commissioner for District 7.
District 7. Is that the mining district?
I don't know. You got to start brain. Start spitballing more
What
ideas.
If we want it to sound legit, we can just come up with anything. But I
Yeah.
mean, this was like Dr. Seuss made it up.
Yeah.
What about like a campaign and I'm running on the idea of ending the bestiality laws in Kentucky. Like
Does that exist?
Are there
there-
laws against it?
I would say there's laws against it.
Oh, against it. Okay, I thought there was like
Yeah,
laws
but I'm trying to reverse them.
for it.
Oh, you want to be able to.
Well,
You don't want to be able to.
I
But
just
you're
want
fighting
people
for the
should be
right.
able to have the choice. My body, my choice.
Okay,
Why
so-
does it got to be something gross?
So
Why can't it
less
just be
government.
something-
You're just wanting less government.
What do
And
you
you're
want
just
me
trying
to?
make a
What do you want me to
statement.
do? Attack dentists or something?
Yeah, dude. They're not
Like
fucking
for
animals.
Saying that that's a harsh word.
Why does it always got to be sucking and
Making
fucking?
love.
Yeah. Why is it always gonna be sucking and fucking with you?
It's
With
making
specifically.
love.
Why does it always
guys.
got to be sucking and fucking with you?
Yeah.
bro?
What are you, gay?
What are y'all trying to reverse? I invented this fucking game.
I know.
guys.
That makes me
You
wonder.
trying to put the reverse card on me?
Uno reverse.
Not today, boys.
Uno reverse.
Come on to you,
All right, Dick
Get on
Nancy.
the shit.
Dick Nancy,
Whatever your name is.
Nancy Pants. You look like a microwavable dinner.
I bet I do. I'm a snack baby.
Gross.
I bet there's some serious condensation going on.
Yeah.
inside there.
Oh yeah, it's hot in here, boys.
Like a damn greenhouse effect going
It's
on
a baked
there.
potato over here. Sweating.
Who does? That's a baked potato. That's good. I like that.
I'm fucking sweating. Papa Molly, I'm sweating.
Do we have
That's a
any
good song.
more exciting announcements
What,
for the future
um,
of Find By Me podcast? We're still working on sketch ideas.
Sketch ideas. We're gonna do that. We're gonna start doing the sketch thing. We're gonna
Yes.
start meeting on weekends, maybe.
We're going to start making more effort to see each other.
Yeah.
I'm perceived. Perturbed.
Perturbed.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we had it scheduled for the Monday after I got back from church camp to film. And
Yeah.
neither one of y'all put it in your calendars.
Yeah, that's true.
And you fucking split on me.
We
I don't
dropped
know.
the ball on that one.
I don't remember that.
I
I feel like
take responsibility for
I
that.
feel like I remember putting that in the calendar.
You didn't put it in the calendar.
When was
That's
that?
for sure.
He's still butthurt about it a little bit.
Maybe June 24th,
June 19th.
25th, something like that. That would have been a Monday.
June 19th.
Well,
No, June 18th is when I went to camp. So I would have got out of camp at like
Maybe in like June 21st or 2nd.
23rd.
I know I went to Zany's.
I went to Zany's.
On Monday?
Speaking of, how was camp?
You said you were sick, you son of a bitch.
No, it was the Saturday before that that I went to the 20.
You said you hurt your leg or something. Only had one leg. Come on, man. You said you
I
only
do
had
remember
one leg.
That was Wes?
Yeah, you said you hurt
Yeah,
your leg. You
I
only
think
had one leg.
I remember that.
You said you couldn't get your leg on. I've used that as a fucking excuse before. Like I can't go. I can't get my leg on.
Oh my
It
god.
slipped.
Well, I guess you
today.
better fucking get your wheelchair out.
I need to get a leather puncher and make some new holes in my legs getting too big.
Yeah, we're gonna start. But we are absolutely planning on doing so much more. Buy these fucking shirts. We've got so many good people out there that are sharing our stuff.
We are going to
Decent
start
people.
some Patreon stuff. Though.
Yeah,
That
Patreon
coming.
is something that we really want to get going.
But this is still going to be available though.
Yeah,
for
I
numbers.
really want. There's a number that I want to get to per episode before we get to Patreon, and we are
We're
very
flirting
close.
with it. We're flirting
very
with it.
close. I just don't want to
Jump the gun.
I don't want to jump the gun, blow a load too soon, and
It-
yeah.
Just seem like we're greedy.
Yeah.
We all know how that feels.
We
boys,
are,
and
but
it
we're
is
not.
embarrassing.
Like I said, I spent all Progressive. If anybody is listening over there, I spent all of my Friday on Progressive's dime, emailing all kinds of
I wouldn't say that.
all kinds of fucking companies and talking to them, and they all gave me similar feedback, and they're like, guys, you're like right there.
Yeah.
We just need a little bit
We
more
need you
from
to
you.
get 5,000 more subscribers.
Well, I do need y'all to like actually subscribe to things and
Yes.
like things. Like the engagement absolutely
Oh,
helps.
that'll help us get some
Help
corporate
us, help
sponsors.
you.
Yeah, like that absolutely does help a great deal. But just getting the views and listens is going to be enough.
Yeah, the more likes, subscribes, and shares, the more boss ass content you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Can I show y'all some stuff I brought as Nick Shady?
Yeah.
Some
Yes.
kind of some
Yes.
of the private detective
Take us
stuff.
out strong here.
This is kind
I
of
like that.
when I'm in a sketchy area and I want to blend in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe Harristown.
Okay.
Harristown, that place.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you know, you know. But so I got this going on. Let me hold this for a second.
Oh, I got you.
Oh boy. What are we
He's
doing?
putting his penis up.
Okay. Rolling it up.
Spider-Man.
Oh well. Okay.
This Comic Cons, parades,
That's a pretty good
anything
mask,
like
actually.
that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and then
Do you have the rest of the suit?
and then if I'm in the parade, ow! If I'm in the parade and need to go from Spider-Man to incognito real quick,
Yeah.
so that nobody knows that I'm Nick Shady as Spider-Man,
Uh-huh.
sometimes I'll do this,
Wow.
and then you can't tell
Then
that
you
I'm
really
you
can't
can't
see
tell
it.
that I'm Spider-Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you see
He's my least favorite superhero.
who's Spider?
Oh!
Spider-Man. I just don't like, dude. I don't even.
What about She-Hulk?
Well, I don't
I
care.
don't count her. She don't exist.
I'm talking about the OGs.
Yeah. And then if there's some kind of international business black market deal
We're all
going
about that
on,
business.
sometimes.
Oh.
gotta be
Oh,
right.
you going to the Olympics?
Well, I'm just saying it anywhere
You
international.
look like a
this works.
mercenary.
Yeah.
Isn't that a?
I kind of look like
That's a beret.
It's a beret.
maybe a dictator, like a Fidel Castro type.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Feet
think they
vibe.
wear those.
Josh.
The other dude did, not Fidel Castro, but the other one.
Who?
His
Pizzo Mahoto.
I can't
Okay.
think of his name. He was
That
like
means caution with
he was the
Lord.
resistance. He was a rebellion.
But yeah, so I have been using these disguises around town lately.
Is that why I haven't seen you?
Oh, I've been around, buddy.
I know. I just didn't see you.
Yeah,
You got the rest of the suit for that mask?
I do. I got it for $1 at a yard sale.
That's fantastic. Oh, I
Yeah.
bet that smells
I
good.
bet, dude. We're different people.
Josh, I sent a voice recording to the Find by Me group chat a minute
Yeah.
ago. Go ahead and get it pulled up, but don't press play yet. Okay.
I got it.
Let's see here.
Got it right here. Nick Shady evidence.
Yes, that's what.
Do I need to play it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll let you know when. But
So just have it out.
Just have it
I'm ready.
yeah.
Kind of hungry.
Hey, it's supper time.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. Nick Shady, private investigator extraordinaire. You might know me as the man who cracks the toughest cases, the sleuth who leaves no stone unturned, Smith & Smith's secret weapon. And tonight, I have something particularly juicy to share with you.
Oh God. He's gonna pull his penis out.
His ass looks really good.
Oh, evidence. This guy really always pulls out some extra
Yeah.
shit.
You see, in my line of work, I've uncovered all sorts of secrets. But this one, let's just say it's been a real eye-opener.
Okay.
It all started with Josh and Wes, two seemingly understanding citizens. To the public eye, they were just good friends,
Yep.
buddies, compadres. But to me, well, I knew there was something more lurking beneath the surface. Take a look at Exhibit A. I'm going to bring it to the camera.
Are you about to propose?
Don't fall.
All right, guys.
What does it say for the people that are maybe listening?
Yeah. This is evidence.
Oh, it says
That's a picture. It looks like a picture of Josh and Wes on a balcony, and Wes is trying to get a shirt back on, and I'm wearing a dress.
Here we have Josh and Wes supposedly just grabbing a coffee.
And that's the only thing that's in this whole book.
But notice how the bulge.
This is gay.
Gay question mark.
Notice how the bulge in Josh's pants is resting just a little too high on Wes's thigh. A bit touchy-feely for friends, wouldn't you say?
That's over. You check that out. Exhibit A.
Exhibit A,
Now I ask you,
I
who
do-
goes for a midnight jog in matching silk robes?
I do look good in this.
And if that doesn't raise an eyebrow, the next part
I'm
will.
confused.
What's the next part?
Okay. Josh, go ahead and play the audio recording.
Oh,
Here we
okay.
Go ahead and play the audio recording.
All right.
And
I look good.
Put it on the microphone.
I got you. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I got to put on speaker.
Technical difficulties.
How do I get it on speaker?
Oh my God.
We're going to let somebody that knows how to work a phone play it.
Oh, Josh, your wiener's so hard. Oh, Wes, maybe you should use your fist this time.
Wow.
Fist?
How did
Was
you
that a
get
recording of our voices?
Yeah, that was a recording.
wow.
Yeah, I
So-
recorded that.
Wiener's so hard. Oh, Wes, maybe you should use your fist this time.
Why do I have the girl voice?
Fist, folks, in the middle of the night. I'll leave that to your imagination.
Who put you up to this?
But the icing on the cake, my friends, are these text messages. Let's see. Can't wait to see you tonight. I've got a surprise that involves whipped cream and dick. And my personal favorite, you bring the chocolate sauce, I'll bring the Illuminati humiliation ritual applications. We'll make it a night to remember.
Seems wildly specific.
Yeah.
Now, I'm no stranger to the ways of love, but these two, they took it to a whole new level. And the lengths they went to keep it under wraps were nothing short of impressive. Code words, secret rendezvous, late night phone calls disguised as fine by me business meetings. They had all the makings of a classic romance novel with a dash of autism. But there's the thing, folks. Love, no matter how unconventional, deserves to be celebrated, not hidden. Josh and Wes, in their own quirky, passionate way, found something beautiful in each other.
We did.
We did.
And while it might have
Amen.
taken a private eye to bring it to light, the truth is, their love was never a mystery. It was right there, in every laugh, every touch, and every stolen moment.
Every warm embrace. Do you rest your case?
The case is dismissed.
Who's dismissed?
Case dismissed.
Dismissed. Well, interesting. It seemed like some of that evidence was fabricated.
Yeah.
Fabricated.
I don't know about this evidence, but I guess we'll.
How about you start by proving the evidence false, and then we'll start from there.
Oh, okay.
I got to do it right now.
It's not up to us to, what is it? The
We'll
burden
take-
of proof.
I'm going to
isn't
take
on
this
us,
all the way
it's
to the
on you.
Supreme Court.
The burden of proof's on you. You brought the
You think
evidence.
the Supreme Court's real, buddy?
They are getting ready to try to do 18-year term limits on the Supreme Court.
18 years?
18 years, because now it's life.
18 years, and on his 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his.
Yeah, now they can just be forever.
18 years.
Yeah,
Way too
oh.
long.
Well, some of them in their 40s.
Ruby Drumsfeld, whatever that bitch's name was, she was like 90 something.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rudy Drumsfeld.
Rudy. The football.
Rudy.
What?
Rudy. I remember her funeral on CNN, and everybody was just like, Rudy, around the casket, and they lifted the casket up
I
on their
remember one
shoulders
of
and
the
hoisted
funniest
it.
memes I've seen
that happen?
whenever she passed away, because she was very liberal.
Yeah.
And one of it said, it was a quote, it was a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it said, "There are so many screaming babies down here in hell." And I was like, oh my goodness.
Oof.
That is hilarious.
That's rough.
That's pretty rough.
What about talking about things like the government? What do you think about, what is it, Maduro in Venezuela right now?
Yeah.
He just
That's
Is
fine.
that Tyler Perry?
No, he stole.
Medea's?
Moderna is
That's Moderna. That's the
yeah,
vaccine.
vaccine.
We're far enough in to say vaccine and Moderna now.
Yeah.
But no, Maduro is the guy that pretty much stole the election in Venezuela, and now like they're finding out.
That's
The
crazy.
government's finding out that the people aren't cool with that.
So
Do you
he's
think
going
that would
to
happen here?
Is he going to get ousted?
Is there a revolt?
I think it already happens here. We just get to go vote.
No, what do you mean?
I think that.
No, they're actually in the streets, like taking down his signs
Yeah,
and shit.
I don't know.
You think they chose Trump in 2016? You really think?
What do you think?
I mean, he said that it happens here too. We just go vote like a little ceremony. But now the last election, yeah, 2020, yeah.
I think, as much as I love George W. Bush, I think that Al Gore man won that election.
Yeah, probably did. I don't like George W. Bush, though. That's a strong statement.
I like George W. Bush.
I think he's funny.
That's what I mean. Is I think he's okay. I don't agree with policy a lot of times, but
Well, I mean, he was like the main reason we were in so many wars that we shouldn't have been in.
well, for this, for that. Wes.
He had a bunch of people in his ear.
Yeah.
They were like, "You know what we should do?"
Dick Cheney was running that administration.
And I'll be Cheney was like probably.
Oh, there you go. There's somebody you can hate.
Yeah,
Leave W alone.
I'm reading his book now, Decision Points.
He is
George W.
not
Bush.
happy with all those decisions.
And before he picked Dick Cheney for vice president, he had tried to get Fred
Rainbow.
Thompson from Tennessee,
Yeah.
or Lamar Alexander, which was governor of Tennessee.
Lamar Alexander, what color was he?
He's a white man.
Jeez.
He's governor of the state you live in, or he was.
I was like, he's not anymore because the governor now is
Bill Lee.
Bill Lee. Marsha Blackburn's the other chick.
Yeah.
She's senator.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets in my face.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you your business.
Yeah, she
Women like that are gross.
I mean, she was pretty cool of her. I don't like her. I think her policies are awful, but it was pretty dope of her to get in the Secret Service lady's
I've
face.
seen that. Then she resigned like a week later. After
The day later.
After that day, they wore her ass out at Congress. She said, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
watching. Is it who's the Kennedy?
Robert.
Senator.
Jack.
No, there's some real funny dude that's a senator.
Oh.
Real funny. But anyway, he was like,
Fetterman?
no.
I don't know any senators.
Anyway, he's a really funny senator, but he was questioning like.
Oh, the dude from Louisiana.
maybe.
Yeah, the old white guy.
Yeah.
That talks about crackheads and shit. all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I
He
can't
was
think
like,
of his
he was
name.
asking somebody in the FBI. He's like, now is it the FBI's
You sound like
professional
him.
opinion that President Trump was shot with a bullet? Yes, yes, he was. So it wasn't like a space laser. It wasn't like a flying ninja kitten or nothing like that. It was a bullet.
A bullier.
Oh man, it was funny.
He has like an ad campaign, and it's when he was, I guess, running for re-election for senator in Louisiana. And he's like, if you're out with your family and a crime is being committed against you, and you don't like the police, call a crackhead. and it's like a real commercial, and I'm like, God,
He's funny.
paid for by so and so, so and so.
He's really funny.
Yeah, he is funny.
Man.
He does talk like that, all slow, and he emphasizes the end of words.
I watched a little bit of the the hearing, I guess the SCOTUS hearing with the new Secret Service fella, which
I already put one in there, huh?
yeah, they put one in like the day that she resigned, but he was also over like the daily activities of the Secret Service, so he was just as much at fault as if anybody.
Probably more, because that woman probably
Yeah,
actually
she didn't know
wasn't-
what was going on.
She had no clue what was
She's just a
happening.
face.
She's
Yeah.
collecting a check.
Oh, I didn't.
Collecting
And I,
a check.
well, no, I saw that.
Collecting a check.
But I saw. Speaking of Cheney, that lady. Dang it, I don't forgot what her name was. The lady that was the head of the Secret Service or
I
whatever.
don't remember her name.
I don't remember either now.
Diane Bitch Tits.
Yeah, maybe. But
That's
she
rough, I'm
has
sorry
been
for-
in the government for a long time. There's pictures of her with Cheney, like back in the 80s. And she wasn't even like in the government. She was just like
Hanging out.
A
there.
contractor.
Yeah.
Probably a contractor.
That's how it usually works in these government jobs. Is usually they know somebody, you know.
Know
and they
somebody,
make
know
$1
somebody.
million a year.
Like we talked before,
If you want to win District 7, you're going to have to know somebody, is what we're trying to say here, Nick.
like we've talked before, like you can go back to like all that Laurel Canyon shit.
You think if I really started pushing like climate change, that would probably improve my odds? of
Not
getting
in
elected?
Franklin, no, it would not.
dude.
You got to do the
You got to promote diesel pickup trucks.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to promote it. So you got to turn
So
roll call.
Friends
roll
of Coal advertisements.
Yes.
Get the black
black?
plate. The black
The
plate.
coal,
black?
coal keeps the lights on.
Coal
plate.
miner thing, yeah.
Yeah, the license plate on your
Okay.
on your purple pickup truck.
Yeah, on your truck.
So you're telling me to go
What's it like driving a purple pickup truck every day?
Mine's blue.
No,
Is
it's
mine
purple.
purple?
I don't know. I'm colorblind.
Are you? That's really good. That's very open-minded. of you.
My
Like,
silver Dodge Avenger is my
he don't
daily
see
driver.
color. You hear that? He don't see color.
Mm-mm. I know that this is shiny.
We're all the same to him.
So he can see reflectives. That's good.
Yeah.
Nighttime driving.
Look at all these zippers. I feel like I'm a goth.
You are a goth, buddy.
I am?
An anarchist, a contrarian, depressed, drug problems, heavy metal music,
Wow.
Heavy metal music. That's
Yay.
a big one.
Drug problem.
yay.
Wow. Well, guys,
We're gonna tie a bow on
Lead,
We're,
lead goth correspondent here.
This might be
Wes
our longest
Willoughby.
episode. I'm hung on this.
well, this is going to be our longest episode because I'm not going to cut it into two. I think this is just number 50. And we're about an hour and a half, and I think we've really covered some good ground here.
We did a
I'm
great
saying.
job.
And we hope that y'all listen for 50 more.
50
Me and
more.
Wes.
Tell
did
your
a great
friends.
job.
Tell your friends.
Tell a stranger.
Like and subscribe. Buy the shirts from us and make flags for your trucks and roll coal.
Roll call.
Roll coal, baby! Nothing but the coal!
Thanks for listening.
I don't care about nothing but the coal.
Give us out here.
This has been Nick Cook.
Josh Harrington.
West up.
And this has been Fine by Me.
Love y'all. Take it easy.